NBA2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Bucks taking on the Nets. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they know each game presents a test of physical endurance, of mental focus, and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead. Nets, Bucks, coming right up. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
In the last few years, we've seen...
It sure is fun to watch, DA. Thank you. Clark, you and I were looking at the rosters. Both these teams very deep, so there's a lot of fouls to give tonight.
Yeah, that's a great observation by you, Kevin. And when you have that kind of circumstance where your bench is deep, it allows you, I think, to bring an aggressive mindset in terms of how you're going to defend and how you're not going to allow easy baskets because you're able to foul and not be so concerned about foul trouble.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Harris is out there with Irving. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's KD in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wing. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Middleton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you've got to be careful with Middleton down low. I mean, he's very talented at how he gets defenders to bite in the post.
Well, last season, Chris Middleton was asked Clark to change his game, and even though it took some adjusting, the results were there.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's not easy for a guy of Middleton's ability. Early in the year, Coach Bud asked him to take on less for the good of the team. That meant less post-ups for Middleton, less shot creation from him, and the numbers for Middleton went down, but the success of the team took a big bounce forward.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick, and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in guys too. Rodion Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And, you know, sometimes you got to make your own breaks, make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
Now here's Jordan. To the paint. Chandler kicks to KD. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Harris.
And this guy has great physicality. I mean, it's understated in some cases, but he absorbs contact well and finds a way to finish despite being hit.
Chandler against Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Outside Irving. Passes to Jordan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Durant with the steal. Outside Irving. Jordan against Lopez. Lopez with the steal. Here's Matthews, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Boy, Wesley Matthews brings a ton of energy, and I love that. Solid at putting the defense in a pickle and then forcing the contact to draw the foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And the first one drops.
Well, you know, what a season for the Bucks last year. Best record in the East, best record overall in the league. The team cruised during the regular season to win 60 games.
Hey, Clark, those 60 wins for the Bucks, the most since 1980.
You know, start to finish, this team was a force. Had a great approach on both ends of the floor. Fun to watch. No glaring weaknesses in the game plan that works for them. Future's bright there.
The shot by KD. No good.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
And Giannis throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Irving. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Middleton. And to Antetokounmpo. Count it.
You know, when you're talking about guys who can score over anybody, Antetokounmpo's name always comes up. So hard to defend.
Here's Irving. Pass to Durant. Over Lopez. KD with the bucket. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Durant has just such a fluid release, very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Second shot opportunity. Here's Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Harris with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He kicks to Irving. A 3 hangs on the trifecta.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Mark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Now here is Hill to the wing right side. Here's Connaughton. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooting.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And to Antetokounmpo. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
It's stolen by Hill. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
Nets leading by 3. 40 seconds left in the first. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's sent back by Hill. And he's able to get it back. Here's Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And it's 6 points for Kevin Durant. Bucks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Giannis is double. The pass to Hill. Here's Connaughton. Dinwiddie covering. No good from Connaughton.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Durant against Hill. Here's Allen. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Boy, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Korver, good. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Nets lead